Welcome guys. So as we know, Zafina recently got revealed for Tekken 7. So similar to my Julia Michelle video, I want to show off what Zafina can do in Tai 2 and maybe hopefully kind of prepare people for her in Tekken 7 to play as her and to play against her. So basically, Zafina is... Now there's some misconceptions about Zafina, right? She has a few stances, yes she does, right? But she can actually be played quite dry because she's really good movement. She's one of the best backdashes in the game, one of the best side steps in the game. So she can actually be played like really like dry and solid. Like she's a really good downward one. Like the frame advantage isn't that good, but the hitbox is quite good and it tracks one way completely. And then she's other stuff like down 3 low poke. Now this, in my opinion, in Tai 2 was one of the best low pokes in the game because it's I believe it's +4 crouching. At least them in crouch, they can't step while standing 4 either way, either direction. I tested with a few characters, they can't step it either way. And so if this is the case in Tekken 7, it'll become a really strong low poke. It goes under highs obviously, but it also goes under some mids too. So this low poke is very good, and it's definitely one of the most used moves of Zafina. Also on counter it, sorry 1 second, on counter it knocks down on counter, and then you get a wall standing 4 follow up, and then you can start chasing them in for Oki and etc. I think you might be able to get like crouch cancel back 3 or something, maybe have to dash in a bit. Yeah, you get a crouch cancel back 3 as a free hit. So it's a very good situation for Zafina on down 3 counter hit. And I really hope they don't nerf this low in Tekken 7 because I want to spam this so much. So basically, so downward 1 is quite good. Now with her downward 1, she actually has a few follow-ups. So downward 1-2, which is mid and natural combo. Just let me make sure I have, yeah, guard all. So it is natural combo. It's -15 on block, but she has downward 1, right? Downward 1-2-1, which is a follow-up. And if they try to punish the second hit, it'll get countered by the third hit. And this is what it does on counter hit. You can get dash 1+2 after this. Now this won't be the case in Tekken 7 because this won't screw or anything, I think. But in Tai 2 you could do dash 1+2 bend. So you get like a little mini combo, for example. Okay, I'm not gonna try. It's kind of difficult to do, so I won't bother trying it too much. But you do get combo off it. Now, so down front 1, down front 1-2, and down front 1-2-1. So all mid strings. Now the last hit is -14, so there's still some risk associated with it. Now Zafina has down front 1-4, which is a down front 1 into high, also natural combo. So if they're looking to duck the high, then you can start going in with this, for example. So her down front 1 is pretty good on its own, purely because of all the extensions she has. So down front 1-4 or down front 1-2, and if they try to interrupt either of them, I mean if they try to interrupt the mid follow-up, you can also threaten with the other mid follow-up. So Zafina is really good at mental frame advantage with her down front 1. And then you can use down 3 to like make them start ducking into down 3, and then scare them with the down front 1. Another good move that Zafina has in Tai 2 is 444. 444 was a homie move, really good range as you can see, and it low crushes. She kind of hops a little bit, so it has some low crush properties in it. 1 second guys. So yeah, so if you can really get away with just using these moves, and also down for 2 as a whip punisher. So if they whip something, you can down for 2, or down for 3-4 for quicker whip punisher. So you can use such a small moveset with Zafina and throw in some jabs as well. You don't need to get too crazy with Zafina. You can definitely play quite minimalistic and solid with her. So down for 1, down 3, 4-4-4, and then jab strings. You can also, but the thing, while Zafina has good pokes and good movement, her basics does have worse frame advantage than average. So for example, Zafina's 1-2 on hit is only +4 on hit. Usually they're like quite high, like +8 and so on. But her 1-2 is only +4. Her while standing 4, I believe, is only +2 on hit, and it's -9 on block, compared to other characters usually have a higher plus and less minus. So and what is our Denfort 1 is -4 or -5 on block on its own. So her basics do have worse frame advantage than normal, but our Denfort 1 has such a good hitbox on it and such good tracking, so there has to be some downside to it. And of course the extensions, like I mentioned. Now, well, Zafina, her for pressure. Now we talked about poking. Now her pressure, this is where she also shines a little bit. So stuff like 443. Now 443, I believe it was +4 on block in TTT2. So you can force them to block it. I'll just make them block. No, not creating. For it all, yes. So 443. Now you have the option to hold back, to go back to neutral, or you can just don't do anything and go into oh my god, where it's scarecrow stance. So you can, and also it's a counter launcher, as I will show you. I don't know I can't remember the combo. That's a follow up. Something like this. But so 443 is pretty good. It's very good pressure tool, counter launcher, and because it's a forward motion, you can like realign with them if they step and bully them with it. So 443 is quite good from Zafina. What else she has? She has while standing 1. So while standing 1, 2 is a 15 frame while standing launcher. Now you can kind of hit confirm this. So if you crouch, see them do something, you can commit to the while standing 1, 2. Or for example, if you duck and do while standing 1 and see if they've done something as you press 1, you can finish it. So it's a pretty powerful skill to have with Zafina, and I'll imagine it'd be the same in Tekken 7, unless they decrease the delay window, which I hope they don't. You'd be fishing for while standing 1 hit confirms with Zafina. What else she had? She had forward 4. This is a 14 frame high, and knocks down normal hit, and you get dash back 3 for free. So it's good, really good tracking. It's like almost homing. So 4-4 is important to use with Zafina. Then back 2 up close because it high crushes a little bit, and it pretty much, it's almost homing. It's not homing, but it might as well be homing because it's really strong tracking to both directions. And on knockdown, you get a free. You got something for free. I can't remember what it was. It might be back 3. What was it? I think it was down 2 actually. Yeah, I think you got down 2 for free. Maybe dash back 3 if you have some time in. Maybe, I don't know. This is her back 3. So it's safe and it's good. It's safe and it hits ground. It obviously ends in mid. So those are pretty rare, like safe ground hitting mids. So Zafina has one of those. Now her punishment is pretty bad. Like that is one of her big pitfalls. Her punishment's quite bad. So for 10 frames, she has 1-3 into scarecrow stance. Or if you want a little bit more damage, you can do 1-4 into tarantula stance. And then she does all this weird shit. I'll go over the stance a little bit in a bit later on. I just want to talk about her basics for now. So for 13 frames, she got Thermfort 1-4, which is a little bit more damage than her 10 frame. For 14 frames, she got this. It's pretty decent for 14 frame. 42 damage and it's +9 on hit. So that is pretty decent to me. And it's pretty good range too. Now, she doesn't have a 15 frame launcher like Raven, like Anna. She doesn't have a 15 frame launcher. So she has to do this for 16 frame. From crouching, she gets while standing 4. It's an okay while standing 4. It's only +2 on hit. So the frames are not impressive. But it is there for 11 frame. For net, this is the big downfall. She only gets while standing 4 till 15 frame, where she can start doing while standing 1-2. So that is a big gap in Zafina's punishment. So you have to kind of get used to not being able to punish well with this character. Hopefully they'll improve it in Tekken 7. They might improve her punishment in Tekken 7. But for now, this is all Zafina gets. Okay, so also her. Now I have to talk about her weaknesses a little bit. I talked about her strengths. Now let's talk about her weakness a little bit. Her in this game, right? It could be different in Tekken 7. Keep that in mind. But in this game, her wall carry is not very good. So for example, her staple would be something like this. Like she can't even reach the wall from there. So her wall carry is quite bad. Her damage mid-screen wasn't great either. But I'm thinking she will have better screws in Tekken 7. For example, like this might be a screw. And then they'll fly off, and then she could do this as an ender, for example. And then that wall carry. Like this is pretty good wall carry. But she won't be able to do that in solo combos. She won't be able to do this in solo combos, as she just flies over them. So you gotta with the screw system, she might be able to do that in Tekken 7. Oh, actually, let's go back to punishment. So I mentioned that she got this for 15 frame. She actually gets this for 18 frame. Now, this move is kind of ridiculous, especially in this game. It won't be as ridiculous in Tekken 7, but in this game, it was a mix-up punish. So while standing 2 on its own was like -13, -14, one of them, but she could throw off your punish by doing while standing 2 hold in, which made her roll back and block. So I'll just make Wang block. So if I roll back, Wang has to make the read and punish me. He has to dash up and punish me. But then he misses his punish on the while standing 2 by itself. Now this move goes under mids. It actually goes under mids. It goes under highs, and it certainly goes under mids. So it's a pretty kind of abusable launcher. Now in TTT 2 it was cheap because if Zafina does rollback and hold in, she can't combo herself. But if you tag buffer it, your partner will get a combo. So she got combo on either way. She got combo in either direction. So in Tekken 7 that won't be the case. But she can still mix it up though. She can still like just go under stuff and still get some damage and mix up the punish at least. So now let's go into her stances now. So let's talk about Zafina's stance. Now, like I said at the start, this is the misconception people had about Zafina. Like they see all the stances and they're like, oh, I don't want to learn this many stances. You actually don't need many moves out of these stances to be viable with Zafina. So for example, Tarantula stance, you can go into this from down 1+2, or like raw transition with down 1+2. Now, I won't show every move, but the good moves she has out of this is the Tarantula 1, which is like a little low swipe. I think it knocks down on counter. It does, yeah. And then she gets like, she does something free, I don't know what it is, I don't know the specifics. But I believe it's a +4 on hit, or 5, one of them anyway, 4 or 5 on hit. And then her main mid is Tarantula 3, which knocks down on normal hit. And I think she gets a free one afterwards. I think she might be able to get this. Oh, what am I doing? What's the move I'm trying to do? Ah, yes, okay. No, okay, it's just the one then. Just the Tarantula 3 into the 1, I think that might be free. So, yeah, those are pretty much the only moves you want to use with Zafina. One common ender you can do is, you can spike with 4-1+2 and then go into Tarantula mix-ups. Plus she looks kind of funny when she does it. Her other stance is Mantis stance. Now, this one's a bit more viable than the Tarantula. But it only has like 1 or 2 good moves or strings out of it, but they're pretty good. Oh. 1 second, what was the move again? Okay, so the good move is this Mantis 3, because it's a low on counter. It does a little knockdown, so you get like a little mini combo off it. Also, I think Mantis down 1-4 will be a screw attack in Tekken 7. It most likely will be. And that actually would be very good for Zafina if that's the case. Because she gets a few moves that she can do this off. And if that gave a full combo in Tekken 7, that would be very good for Zafina. So, I'll show you Scarecrow stuff in a bit. So, Mantis stance 3 is pretty good. Mantis 3 is pretty good. It's good because it has like a bunch of follow-ups. So Mantis 3, 4, it's not a natural combo, but it makes it's like a stagger pressure kind of thing. Like you continue the string, or you pressure with mids afterwards. So this is our fastest way out of Mantis. Just that Mantis 1. So you can bully them with the 3, 3, 4, or 3, 4, then 4. So it's like a triple low string. So it's like, think of it like Kasumi's then back 2, 3, 4, whatever the string is. It's just stagger pressure. It's just like a stagger, like delay string hit. So 3, 4. Now if you hit them with the second low, you do have like a little 50-50 situation. So you can finish it with another low, or you can end it with a mid. What was the input again? You can end it with mid. So you get a little 50-50 can situation if you manage to hit them with the second low. Just let me double check my move list here, because I have like a list of the good moves. Mantis. Okay, if you feel yourself with all this pressure shit, if you really feel yourself, you could do Mantis Stamper 2, which is just a -14 mid launcher. If you know they're gonna duck, you can start going for this. Common ways for Zafina to go into this is then 3, hold then you're in Mantis stance. So you just hold then 3 and you're in Mantis stance. Now, contrary to popular belief, Zafina doesn't have auto blocking Mantis. So if you block something in Mantis, you can launch her off or most of her moves. So use the moves wisely. There's also another transition you can do. So 2, 1, hold 2, 1, 3, but cancel the 3, hold and then they didn't go to Mantis. Because if you just do the 3, you get this. But you can cancel it then and go into Mantis stance. Or you can just press down with +3 to go into Mantis raw. Now, the next stance is certainly Zafina's best stance. So what it is Scarecrow stance. Now, this is more viable than the other two because she gets it from her 10 frame punish, so she goes into Scarecrow from her 10 frame punish. So you can do stuff like Scarecrow down for 4. This is one of her best moves. Scarecrow down for 4. So it's a low poke, and on counter, like I showed earlier, on counter hit you get a little mini combo. Now the thing about this combo is you have to commit to holding down into Mantis stance to get the follow up. Because if you don't go into Mantis stance, you don't get anything. I think you just get back 3, but you don't get the mini combo. So if you want to get the combo off that, you have to commit to going into Mantis stance. Now this is probably why I played Zafina back in TTT 2. Just to clarify, I don't intend on using Zafina in tournaments because I have too many characters to consider for tournaments, but I definitely played Zafina a lot. So this is why I kind of did this video on the documents, because I know my way around the character. So Scarecrow, sorry, I don't have binds in TTT 2 for some reason. Scarecrow into 1+2. This is +6 on block. It launches on counter. It launches on counter hit. Look at that damage, right? +6 on block counter launcher. It hits grounded and it bends moving opponents. So let me turn off Wang's wake up options. So how do I? So it bends moving opponents on the ground. So if Wang tried to roll back on the ground, it just bends them. So and even if he stands up and blocks it, Zafina is +6 in his face. So definitely one of her best moves. And I hope it's the same in Tekken 7. I hope they don't nerf the move, because it's definitely one of the most fun things about Zafina. So against the wall, there's a cool like kind of Oki situation, which I think should be still in Tekken 7. It should still be in the game. So let's go to the wall. So it was like this. Scarecrow 3 spike, and then you got a little 50-50 afterwards. So if they tech rolled, let me show you. I forgot TTT 2 practice modes, I'm sorry. Okay, if they tech rolled, they were forced to block it. Let's see if it should apply to the other direction as well. Yeah, they're forced to block it. And if they stay on the ground, they get hit. And they stand up, they have to block it. And you can start mixing this up with the low option that she has as well. So you can be plus frames in their face at the wall. It should still apply to your attack roll as well. It does, yeah. So after this combo ender, Zafina basically has a 50-50 situation. Now, what I want to talk about, Tekken 7, Zafina will certainly have one of the highest wall damage outputs. If she keeps this in Tekken 7, she would definitely have one of the highest damage outputs. Now, the combo I'm talking about is this. So, screw, up 4-1. That is one of the highest solo damage outputs in Type 2. And if it's the same in Tekken 7, it'll be the case there as well. So, if Zafina's combo rates get good in Tekken 7, remember I talked about the screw moves earlier, that allows her to do... I'll show you, for example. Now, I don't know if this will carry properly, because I haven't played this team in such a while. This is my team in Type 2, Zafina and Ana. So, for example, if I did... Oh my god. If I did something like this... 4-4-3+4, which is such a good wall carry. Oh my god, I fucked up. 4-4-3+4 was such a good wall carry in Tag 2 because it floats so far. Okay, I'm thinking in Tekken 7, Zafina, if she screws, for example, 10-4-1-4, they fly off this screw, and she does a 4-4-1+4 as an ender. Now, she's able to do this because of the distance created by the screw, so she can do 4-4-3+4. And it should wall carry, and then I imagine Zafina will get the up 4-1, down 4-1, 2-1 wall combo, which is really strong. So I hope she can do this in Tekken 7. Yeah, I think that's it. I want to keep this video kind of short, but basically that was kind of overview on Zafina. So we talked about her basics, we talked about her punishments, we talked about showed off some combos, showed off her down 3s. This better be the same in Tekken 7. I want to spam this. 4-4-3 pressure, Scarecrow stuff, Scarecrow down 4-4, and Scarecrow 1+2, 4-4-4, I think this would be a screw. You know, it'd be really cheap for this to be a screw on counter hit. If this instantly tail spins on counter hit, that would be really good for Zafina. While standing 1, we talked about while standing 1 hit confirms, we talked about then back 2, we talked about down 4-1 strings, punishment we talked about. Mentioned her combos. I'm doing like a little checklist here. We mentioned her combos and potential screw attacks. So 10-4-1-4 should be a screw. 4-4-4 could be a screw. Mantis down 1-4 could be a screw. We showed off some Oki. So this at the wall, bam, and then mix up after. Up 4-1 wall damage. Please be the same. Yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching my Zafina breakdown. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm trying to not waffle on too much. Just show you the stuff. And, you know, when Zafina comes out in Tekken 7, definitely tune into my stream. Follow my Twitter. I will definitely be uploading a lot of Zafina stuff. And thanks for watching, guys.